Hey guys, welcome. This is OCD Around the Collector Deviants, and today we are on with the marvelous Mr. Louie from Infinity Toy and Comic Con. He's doing the holiday edition this next week, or not next week, on the 12th. And thank you for coming on, Louie.
Welcome, my pleasure.
And what a lot of people don't realize is he does not do interviews. So me actually getting him on here was very hard because we've been trying for months, or I should say years. To get you on here.
I was going to say years.
So we got you on here. That's because your show's coming up, like I said, on the 12th. And I know you can't stay the full 2 hours, so the show's going to be a shorter version of the show tonight, which is fine by me because that means I can sit back on my couch and kind of relax. Now, Louie, we can get into your show or the convention, which is the Infinity Toy and Holiday Convention, which is the 12th, showing right there. Where is it going to be located?
It's going to be located at the Osceola Heritage Park, Silver Spurs Arena, in Kissimmee. The address is 1901 Chief Trail, and Kissimmee zip code there. Area code zip code is 34744.
Okay, yeah. Also, there Osceola Heritage Park. You guys just look
yes,
it
you
up.
Google it up. You can Google it up, and it'll pop right up. Osceola Heritage Park, Silver Spurs Arena. It's very simple. It's in the event center.
Now, a lot of people, we've known you for years. We've known you when you were L&S when we first met you.
Yes.
And L&S, and then Marvelous Merchandise is still you also. And
correct.
Infinity. Go ahead, man.
L&S Merchandise still exists. L&S Merchandise actually owns Marvelous Merchandise and also, Infinity Toy and Comic Convention.
Cool. See, I didn't know. I thought maybe you just kind of grew, and I didn't know L&S was still there.
Yes.
So what's L&S mean?
Louie and Sophie.
I thought Louie is Shorty. Okay,
but that's a good.
Cute is that?
Yeah.
You know what? I could run that one by my wife. Actually, it's not your name.
Okay, and we got on the line here. We got Roland Mann, who is over there yelling, "Louie!"
Hey, Roland, how you doing?
Roland is from Silverline Comics, as you all know. He's been part of your show for a few years.
Oh yeah, we love to have Roland. It's awesome.
And it was actually it was either at your first show, because you actually took over Infinity from somebody else. I'm trying to remember. It was either at your first show or the one right before was my first interview with Roland. I was thinking it was your first show.
I think it was, yeah.
Okay.
Because before you took it over, I wasn't really doing the interviews yet.
Oh, okay.
So see, you took over the show, and I started doing interviews. So look at that.
Nice, nice.
Okay, and I knew this guy was going to come on. I was kind of just waiting to see how long it was going to take. We got Mr. Lance Footer. Oh wait, Roland talk. Louie is an amazing promoter and a friend. See you soon, brother.
Yes, definitely. See you soon, Lance. He's awesome. You have safe travels coming up to Florida.
And as you guys know, you can go back and look at the interview, the show a couple weeks back. It was Lance. Actually, a couple weeks back was Roland with the Silver Line Spotlight. And then the week before that was Lance. And I'm trying to get a lot of people who are going to your convention onto the show before. And you got Roland, can't wait till December 12th.
Oh, yeah. We can't all wait. It'll be exciting. It'll be fun. Can't wait to get out there, see all the friends and vendors and, everybody. Let's just have fun. You know, we've been on our shows all year.
Yeah. Well, and this one for a 1 day show, I was looking at everybody because I tried to put in everybody in the title sequence. If you saw, I was trying to put in all your attendees, your guests, and stuff. You got so many exhibitors and guests. I couldn't put them all in the title. We'd still be watching the title right now. So
Yeah.
you got the 1 day show like jam packed.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is packed. We got over 15 guests and over 50 exhibitors at the show, and you know, it's basically we're gonna announce it's gonna be sold out.
And see,
Probably
that
after
is,
this show, it'll be announced sold out.
oh yeah. We got another one of your guest exhibitors that's going to be on the show, Mr. Cool as Heck. Can't wait to see Roland and meet Louie if he hasn't met you yet.
No, I haven't met him yet. Yes, it'll be my pleasure. Can't wait to meet all the new exhibitors. You know, welcome aboard. Thank you for your support.
And I'm pretty sure at some point you guys have probably crossed paths because he used to be at the Infinity Show.
Okay.
He was one of the over there at the Holiday Inn. He was always there because that was the first place we met. Cool was at the Infinity Toy and Comic Con.
Yeah.
He was all remember when all the artists were off to that room to the right when you first came in? Yeah. That's where he used to be at.
Okay, and he was there with Eddie or with me?
With Eddie. With Eddie. Okay. He was at but I know you were vending at the same shows that Eddie was at. So you might have.
I was at the lobby.
So you might have walked in there, saw him, you guys crossed paths, just don't remember each other.
Right.
But speaking of which, Mr. Cool as Heck right there, he is another one that doesn't do interviews. Just like you, Louie, and guess what? He's going to be on my show next week because he says he's going to be at your show.
Nice.
So I can't wait till next. Back to back, two people who don't do interviews. I got them. And it's like I'm strutting today, you know. So Louie, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about the show, and I'm gonna probably interject a couple little times, you know, interrupt you because that's what I do. But I'm gonna let you kind of talk about the show a little bit if you want.
Well, it's a 1-day event, family friendly, always, and $15 admission. 12 and under kids are free. We have costume contests, cosplay contests for kids and adults. So,
which 2 years ago, the last time you held the holiday one, I actually tied for first place.
Yes, you did. It was an awesome costume. It was very creative, and Punisher was looking great.
Well, see, I'm going to have to say, like I said, I interrupt you. The greatest thing wasn't tying for first place. The greatest thing was when Mark Texera stood up and said, "You're exactly how I pictured it when I drew it." I'm like, man, that was all I needed right there, you know.
No, it was awesome. You surprised me because you didn't give me no heads up and what you was going to come dressed up as. I should have assumed it was something with Punisher, though, but I didn't think of it, and it looked awesome.
Yep. I remember way back, and it was a comic cover way back when. I can't remember back when Mark was doing it because I didn't even realize it was Mark's cover. You know what I mean? And It's like, when you said that it was going to be the holiday one, because I don't know if you remember when we were talking about it before the show, you said it's going to be a holiday one, everything had to be themed, and I'm like, I'm actually dressing up for that one.
Well, this one is going to be the same thing. This one's going to be the same thing. Got to have a little twist of holiday. You know, it could be a Santa Claus hat. It could be Christmas lights. You know, be creative, you know, to have a good chance of winning. But yes, it has to be something that has to be a holiday.
Oh, yeah. And I already told a couple people who are going to go to it, I'll stay out of it this year to give them all a chance, you know.
Good man. Good man. Yeah, and we also have Santa Claus that's going to be one of the guests, and people could come with their own device and take photos. Santa Claus will have a mask on as well. That's rule number one. Every attendees and vendors have to have a mask at the show. There will be sanitation stations all around. We ask all vendors to please bring some hand sanitizer for themselves at their booth. Um, and basically, mask is required. So back to Santa Claus, he will have a mask on and he will be giving out gifts while supplies last to all kids. So if anybody wants a picture with Santa, they will receive a gift. Come on down to Infinity. Tony and Comic Convention.
Well, Santa, get your lap ready because I'm ready to get my gift. I'll be there. And Trish is over there just shaking her head.
Sorry, Louie, I may stay home.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna have Santa give him his favorite gift, and I'll make sure it's a Pixel Pop.
And for people that don't know what a Pixel Pop is, hold on right there. We'll show you right there. That was, and I'm doing this because this happened while we were on vacation last week. Our winner of the last giveaway got their package, and this is one of the things in it. And she loved it so much, they had to send a picture to show us. So, yeah, I love it when the winners do stuff like that. So
we also, like I said, we have Santa. We're gonna have over 15 guests. Roland Man is one of them. Lance Footer is another. We'll have John Crowder. We'll have Tugboat, Ryan Kincaid, Sam De La Rosa, Anna Zhu, if I'm pronouncing her name right, correct. Steve Lightet. Wow, I just don't have the list in front of me. I know so much. We'll have Alpha Omega being the facilitator. There we'll also be bringing Lenny, which is Spineworks. He presses a lot of books, a lot of comic shops books.
Hey, you know what? And if he's too expensive for you, I got a couple bricks. We can just put it on your comics for you.
Oh yeah, I'll put it under the tire of my truck.
Yeah. Well, that's if your truck is working that day.
Well, it's good because if it's not working, it's going to be great to sit there.
Well, yeah.
Push it, roll it back a little bit. It's the comic, and then roll it off.
Now I joke because every time I turn it around, your truck is broke down. So it's like,
I'm not going to give up on it yet. I definitely don't want a truck payment or anything like that. So I'll deal with the mechanic bill right now.
Yeah, but you drive that truck everywhere. Didn't you even drive it up to Chicago and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So you put the miles on it.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Because I don't know if you were watching the title intro, but a couple of those pictures were from you guys up in Chicago.
Yes. That was a good shot.
Because I'm telling you, Louie, I went through like the last 6 years worth of photos, and I only have 15 pictures of you. You hide.
Hey, that's a lot. You got one too many.
Hey, but my favorite one was with me, you, and Chuck at the end right there. That's why I had to put it.
Yeah.
I had to put that one at the end because that's my favorite right there.
Yeah, nice. Chuck is an awesome guy as well.
Oh yeah. Now, see what I like about you, Louie, is you bring in my Punisher people. So I've gotten most of my signatures for Punisher off of your conventions.
Good to hear. Nice.
Because I got Mark, I got Chuck, I got John Beatty. I mean, most of them I've got from your convention. So you keep bringing them in, I'm going to keep going.
Nice. I'll do my best.
And now Trish gets to get an autograph from the one that you can't pronounce her name. I'm not even going to try because I'll butcher her. But she does Vampironica.
Her work is phenomenal. It's great. It's my pleasure to even have her at the show. It's my pleasure to have everyone. I mean, any guest is always my pleasure to bring them in. But this is her first time coming, so hopefully she'll have a great experience.
Oh, well, we'll make sure that she gets the OCD treatment. I'll stay away from her and just let her meet Trish.
I was going to say, I want to know what the OCD treatment is.
Yeah, that's they meet you and I stay away.
Okay.
Now, Louie, I was gonna still about the show, but I want to let a lot of people know that you do a lot with the show and stuff for the kids.
Yes, that's why I focus more on. I'm a family man. I love kids, and I want the show. I want everybody to come in and have a good time. I I give out a lot of gifts to the kids just because it gives me an enjoyment of seeing this smile, and what they receive and especially if I got it covered with something and how they open it to see what it is. It's just I love it. And me going to a lot of cons and with the prices and everything, we still support them and we still go. But I feel at my price, it's affordable for the family to come in and have a good time and enjoy it with the kids and everything. And when they experience it, I think they'll be back. I think, I think my staff and my supporters and everybody helps me have a good show.
Oh yeah, everybody loves it, and I know the kids love that scavenger hunt you put on.
Yes, the scavenger hunt was good. We did it for the first time last year, and it's a keeper. It's a keeper. That scavenger hunt will be back on December 12th. It's no charge. Is you pay for your admission as part of the show. You go in. It'll be in plain sight, and vendors booth, and guest booths. It could be anywhere in that room. It could be between the guests, the vendors. It will be in plain sight, and you turn in that stone, that infinity stone, and you will receive a prize.
See, and that's so cool because I remember last year all the kids running around looking for it, and being able to interact with them when they came to your table. Because as you know, you're the only person that's ever got me to take a table, even though I didn't want one.
Yeah.
Turnabout's fair play.
Yeah, turnabout's fair play. You make me take a table, so I make you be on the show.
Well, there you go. You got me back. I'm giving it right back.
Because I remember for 2 days hunting you down. Louie, you gotta be on the show. Louie, you're at your show, your convention. You gotta be on here. And I'll be right over. And then you'd disappeared out of the building.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Where's Trish and Steve? Okay, let's go. But
I'm going the other way.
But Trish sure knows how to find me though, because she gets on that phone and don't give up.
I told her this last week. It's like you're just telling Louie I'm advertising he's going to be on the show, so he better show up.
Yeah,
I'm not the program director for nothing.
Yep, she's the program director. I put it because she's relentless. You got to remember, I've been with her for 23 years. I know how relentless she can be.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Now you know to feel sorry for him.
I'll tell you that later.
Yeah, but you've been with yours for what, 21?
21.
So you're just a couple years behind. I mean, you still know the pains.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And back to the show with the scavenger hunt. On December 12th, we actually gonna do something a little different. Since it's holiday and we having Santa Claus in the building, we also have 2 Santa Claus bags full of goodies, full of prizes.
Woohoo.
And there's the other one. It's full of goodies. It's not a raffle. It's not you come in and your wristband is actually going to be your ticket number. So you have to be present, and we're going to draw the number before the costume contest and after the costume contest. So the first one will be the red bag. The second one will be the white bag. And every attendee that comes in and gets a wristband at registration qualifies and is automatically entered in the drawing. So fans that are there, the numbers will be read out, and all you have to do is just come up to stage and show your wristband. And if that number matches, you're the winner.
Who needs Christmas after that?
I know. You better win.
I know, right?
Actually, I don't know if we can participate. We are
sponsors.
We are sponsors of the show. That's what sucks. Okay.
Fine.
Yes.
No,
Yeah, it ain't no vendors or guests. Sorry, it's all for the attendees. You know, you guys sponsor. Sorry.
Yeah, and speaking of sponsor, and I'm going to go down here real quick. I'm going to pop that up. You see the Infinity Toy and Comic Con up there in the corner is a sponsor of our show. So I want to thank you for that, Louie.
Yes, no problem.
And I'll get the sponsor page looking a little nicer, but I wanted to at least have something while we're at the while we're doing the show. I can pop up and say, please visit our sponsors. You know, because you guys, without you guys, there is no us.
Yep.
And it's likewise, you know, it's likewise. It's like without the guests, we don't have the show. Without the exhibitors, we won't have the show. Without the fans, we don't have the show. So I believe everyone is equal to make the show happen. You know, sponsors, family, staff, everyone has a part on making a good show.
Oh yeah. Well, and for the most part, all the staff, even a lot of all the sponsors are pretty much family of the show. Because I consider you and your family part of our family, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's a family-oriented place. That's who we are, and that's what it is. That's what we focus on, and that's how we run everything in life. It's just family, God's first, and that's how we believe. And I respect everybody's religion, but I believe in him, and without him, this can't be happening. That's just mine. There we go. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Now I'm going to backtrack off the show a little bit and talk about Marvelous Merchandise. How did you come into Marvelous Merchandise?
I've been buying Marvel product for years and years and years. And when we started with LNS merchandise, and I decided to just stick with Marvel products and going from show to show to show, I've just noticed, not that I have anything against DC or Pokemon or Power Rangers or anything like that. It's just, this is what I was doing for years. And I says, you know, I'm going to change the name to Marvelous Merchandise. I says, it's Marvelous Merchandise, and it's kind of got the Marvel name in it, so I could get away with it. And it rang a bell, and we just put it out there, and we stuck with it. And
Oh no! And so I was going to ask you, and not to stump you or anything. So what? You don't like DC, man? Come on, nothing in DC.
Really?
no, I mean, I like DC. I just don't purchase and sell DC. You know, I guess I just haven't run into the right deal to be able to buy and get in business with them. You know,
some of us DC people know this.
Yeah, because you know Miss Wonder Woman over there.
Oh yeah.
No Wonder Woman.
But I am going to have to say I do remember plushy Funko.
It was a trade.
Flash.
It was a trade. It was a trade.
He knows exactly what it was. A flash.
It was a trade. I did someone a favor.
Lance says he got to get back to work drawing. Love you all. Good night. Okay, Lance, you have a good night.
Good night, Lance.
Make sure you got all them commissions coming to Kissimmee here next week.
Hell yes.
I can't wait to see Lance.
We can't wait to see him. I mean, his artwork is insane. It's phenomenal. He does great work.
Oh yeah, and I got a piece that I bought from him. He's bringing it to me, so I get to see it in person next week, and I can't wait to see it.
Well, he's gonna have a surprise because I have to tell him I don't own one of his pieces, so I have to get a piece from him.
See?
Yeah, I have to get a piece from him, and I mentioned to a lot of my friends about his work, and I look it up and show it to him. I'll say his story and everything because it's really interesting and it's great. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we show and I'll show it because I have the wall. It's like I got his Daphne right there, as you can see, and then if you look right behind me, by the green part of my hat, that's his Wonder Woman right there. So
nice.
We got a few Lance things because we love Lance. He's part of the family too. So
yeah. That's part of my goal moving forward with my guests and all my guests is trying to get something of theirs to just start my memory, my wall, or my man cave, something like that. And these are the people
kind of like what I have behind me.
Right. Yes.
We got. As you probably know, we got prints and we got stuff around the house, but nothing beats the wall of original. I love being able to always add something to the wall of originals because a print is nice, but an original, you know, Louie, how much an original is just so much nicer than the print.
Oh, yes, original is way to go,
and it means more.
Yeah, it means more, and all that. Like Trish was saying. I'm not trying to make it sound but we talk about my wall of originals like every week. So I want to talk about Infinity Toy and Comic Convention and the coolness. Now you got Sam De La Rosa coming, right?
Yes.
And it's De La Rosa, right? I said it right. Now you just did a signing with him not too long ago in
Trouble's Little Sister.
Yeah, Trouble's Little Sister.
Right, and Gods and Monsters.
And that I heard turned out excellent.
Yes, it really did. It really did. I met him for the first time at that sign-in when I brought him in, and it was great time. I have a great relationship with him now. And he actually wanted to come back to do my show in December, so I was grateful for that. I was like, this man reached out and he said, I really want to come to do your show. So it was my pleasure to bring him on board.
Oh, that's awesome. Especially when they're asking to come. Then you know that you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I need the protectors. He'll be there. You can sign them, remark them, bring some blanks. We got great comic book dealers in the building, so look through their boxes. They might have some of his work, some blanks.
You know, a lot of the dealers are already going to have a box just of like Venom and stuff like that just off to the side just for him to get signed.
Yes. They do that mostly with all the guests. They look at what's the guest list and what could I bring? What's their work for people to come and buy, and sign, a remark, or something like that? Even Pops.
I'm sure we'll be looking for something.
Oh yeah. Well, I have something. I have a graded Venom that I might since you have somebody mentioned me in a comment. Since you have a grading service there, right? You said
we have a facilitator.
Yeah.
Alpha Omega be there.
So they might be able to crack what I have and watch it get signed and then redo it for me.
Oh, absolutely.
It'll be the first time I ever crack a graded one, but
Really, it's
one of those. Yeah, can you over there, Trish? Is my graded ones the Venom over there? I actually picked this one up at an auction, and I actually was thinking of him in mind when I bid on it.
nice.
You see him under there?
Is it here?
Yeah, look on the
over here.
Yeah, over there.
Okay.
I have comics all over the house, man. You wouldn't believe. Between all the Kickstarters, and then I do some of the auctions, and then when we go to the shows, and I mean, I got comics everywhere. Don't go out to my man cave.
Oh,
Yeah, that is that one.
Hold on, Kayla's is flying away.
Trisha's now she's throwing them all over the
Well, go get
the
it
place.
yourself.
So look, I got that one.
oh, that's nice.
And it's a 9.6 as it is, so it would be nice to have him sign it. You know what I mean? Because that's his cover right there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I just get so scared of it cracking it to get it signed and then have to get it redone. You know.
Got a couple comments.
We got a couple comments. Okay, so we got Tom saying, "Hey, Louie of the Infinity Toy and Comic Con, Steve Halsey and Trish Halsey. Hey, Mr. Tom, the Con Father. You see, Tom, Louie's acting like the Con Father now. Look at him all in that setup right there. Oh,
Hey, Tom, how you doing? I want no problems with you, guy. You're the Con Father. I told you that. Always the Con Father. So, hope you had a great day today."
And then we got Mr. Ron Baxley Jr. He's running late. It's been a very busy day and night. Thanks for the reminder. He is a renowned author that comes to Florida to do some of the shows down here. Big supporter of ours. Very big Wizard of Oz buff, too.
Nice.
And then you got Joe De La Rosa. Another De La Rosa, so that's why I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm saying the right name because I might be thinking because Joe is a co-worker of mine.
Okay.
And he's looking forward to December 12th. Remember how we were talking about the gentleman who was happy it was a Saturday show?
Yes.
That's him right there. So
well, great, man. It's gonna be a fun show, Joe. It's going to be a pleasure to have you in the building, and thank you for your support. We're looking forward to seeing you there at the show.
And then we got Tom back here. He has the best show. Love him.
Love you too, Tom. Thank you. But Tom also runs great shows out there. Right after Infinity, he's going to have starting off the year 2021 with D-Land.
Yep. So you and Tom have the best shows in Central Florida. Well, I'm going to say Sean too, because Sci-Fi Bartow is one of the best shows. You guys are in the top 3 right there.
Yep.
Or 4, because if you count all of Tom's, you'd be in the top 10 with each other. Because Tom has like 10. But I will say the top 3. Yeah, I'm going to say are you, Tom, and Sci-Fi Sean. Because Bartow, and I'm sorry, you know how much I love Infinity, but nothing beats Bartow. That's like a huge block party that's like 10 blocks long now.
Nice. I got to attend that. I never attended.
Oh, yeah, you got to go out there, man. Take the family. It's free to enter. Well, because it's all outside. So you just go, and like I said, it's a huge block party. Just go and enjoy and
bring a whole case of flyers because there's a lot of people out there.
Oh yeah, a lot of vendors, a lot of everybody. Everybody comes out.
When they usually have that show?
February. It's gonna be.
I'll give you the date here in a second.
Trish will get the date here. It's usually towards like the 3rd week of February, I think, around there.
Okay.
is
because it's usually DeLand and then Sci-Fi Bartow. Those are the two.
let's see if I can beat Tom.
I know, Tom.
February 20th.
February 20th. So there you go. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah. It says, imagine if Louie and Tom put a show together with another couple in the Orlando area.
God, that'd be amazing.
That would be, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it depends on who the couple is.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That would be fun. That would be really fun,
Oh, yeah. And then we'll go back. Sam De La Rosa. No, because going back to like that to meet him, because when you had him at Trouble's Little Sister and at Gods and Monsters, I felt bad because we didn't get to go out there, but you also knew we had a couple other events that we were having to go to, because we ran into you at the one before you hit Gods and Monsters.
Correct.
Woo woo! I'm the winner.
Oh, Tom says Trish is too fast for him tonight. Tom usually always has the dates and the comments and the tags already ready to go every week. It's like, so Trish is doing something good tonight then. See, Louie, you bring good luck to Trish.
No, Trish is just good with her fingers with that phone.
Oh,
I'm
no.
relentless.
No, she well, yeah, there, but she's on laptop tonight, so.
Oh, it's even faster.
Now, kind of going back to the show. Now, are you planning on going back to the 2-day next year?
Yeah, it's a plan. Yes.
As long as everything goes somewhat back to normal.
Yes, as long as everything gets back to normal or somewhat. If it's allowed, yes, the 2-day show will be back next year. We'll be announcing the dates in December 12th. We'll be announcing the dates.
And there you go. Tom tagged it for everybody.
Thanks, Tom.
Sci-Fi Bartow.
Hey, so if they having it this year coming up, 2021, that's a date for all of us. Let's all get together and go.
Yep, February 20th. That's their date for 2021. And it's about robots this year, because he always kind of does a theme.
Yeah.
Last year it was monsters like kaijus and Godzilla and stuff like that. This year it is robots.
Rise of the Robots.
Rise of the Robots.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
then Ron's like, the Infinity Toy and Comic Convention is where Lance Footer and Roland Mann will be attending. Yes, Ron, that is where they're going to be attending on December 12th. This is Louie, who runs that show, owns that show. Because he doesn't run it by himself. He has his whole think tank behind him, and of course his wife, who actually runs it, and Louie's just the face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's the boss. She's the one. She's the one that has the final say. How you doing, Ron? Yes, Lance Footer and Roland Man will be there, and every year if they welcome, they know they family. They welcome to come every year to my show. If they're available, they will be there.
And Cruz says, stopping by to say what's up to Louie and Steve.
How you
I
doing,
haven't talked
Cruz?
to Cruz in forever.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought Cruz stopped liking me.
Hey, Cruz, how you doing?
Hey, Cruz, what's up? Glad you could stop by tonight. And then Ron's like, OCD Steve, did you get that hat from New Orleans? Yep, I did. I got it just for this show. And Trish just shook her head when I told her I had to have it for the show.
It's not as bad as the bunny ears.
Oh, I still got the bunny ear somewhere. She hates the bunny ears. I got the bunny ears that move by themselves and stuff.
He gets embarrassed when I dance in the grocery store to the music, but he can wear bunny ears that clap.
Yeah, okay. Dancing in the grocery store, I mean, that's like, yeah. At least here, I'm not seeing other people judging me.
But they're judging you.
They can judge me, but they're on the other side of the camera, so I don't care if they're judging me. In the grocery store, they're judging you in person.
That's fine.
Oh, man, you guys should have saw while we were in New Orleans. We were at a restaurant. It's nice and quiet in there, and Trish drops a butter knife, one of those heavy butter knives from the restaurants, onto a porcelain plate. This crash, and everybody stops and turns around. And I'm just looking at her like, oh my God, she didn't just do this.
It was funny.
And then the lady behind her looked at me, saw the face I was giving her, and then busted up laughing.
Can't take me anywhere.
No.
Okay, let's see. Tom Rupp. Cruz, you still playing cards? And then Cruz, I've been going through a lot of things with wife being sick, but once she gets better, I'll be able to come out of the house. Well, that's good.
We hope she gets better.
Well, I hope she gets better. Yeah, we hope she gets better.
Maybe if you got out of the house, you'd get a little better. But I didn't say that out loud, did I? Okay. And then we got Cool saying, we are so judging you. Hey, you know what? You can judge me all you want because most of the times at the Infinity cosplay contest, we judge everybody. So just remember, you may be judging me, but I might end up judging you. And then Ron's like, that's sincerely great about how you look after your peeps in Florida, Louie. Good to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you.
And then Cruz, look, see, I told you, Louie, I mean, you bring out everybody. Poker, Tom, I don't know if Tom wants to poker, but he wants to know if you're playing cards.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, I got dad jokes tonight. And then Ron, you should have turned around and asked, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? No, because Trish got her thing because if y'all saw, I put up on there me doing the oyster shooter. Oh man, it was smooth until the cocktail sauce hits you, and that's what freaking makes you go. You ever try one of those, Louie?
No, I can't. Can't swallow it. Can't swallow it.
Oh man, I had to do it. I never tried it before. I had to do it. You're only out in new places once, because then it's not a new place anymore.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, I agree, but I just cannot do the oysters. I'm sorry.
I'd never done one either until then. I figured if I have it with alcohol, there we go.
I hear that.
And Ron says, yuck. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Like I said, it was the cocktail sauce. Because, Louie, it's a raw shucked oyster with cocktail sauce under it in vodka. So it goes boom. And you don't taste the oyster, you don't taste nothing until that cocktail sauce gets you. And that horseradish, and that's what gets you.
Did you definitely feel the oyster going down?
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like, think about Jell-O. You take a big chunk of Jell-O, that's all it is. Like you're swallowing a big chunk of Jell-O.
That's just nasty.
And Ron is saying nope also, so.
Nope.
Hey, I gotta say, out of all the drinks I had while we were in New Orleans, that was the cheapest.
True.
Wow.
Okay, Steve, when you inviting us all over to play that Ninja Turtle arcade you got recently, I want the X-Men cabinet. I got the Marvel Superheroes Capcom one over here you can try too. So I got the Marvel Superheroes, and then I got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cabinet. So I got both of them, Cruz. And then I feel sorry for the maids at the hotel.
Agreed.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. So we can make this longer. Now, Louie, I'm going to go back enough about us chit-chatting about oysters and all that kind of stuff. Now, I remember a story you told me and Trish about one of the kids' charities that you had helped. Do you remember what that one was?
Yeah, is it Down syndrome charity? My wife has it all down. She'll be here in a few minutes. She's very big on that. It's we do support them. We donate a bunch of gifts, and we attend some of the events. We host it. We feed them everything. So
yeah, well, we can wait till she shows up. Trust me,
yes,
I'm the same way. I'm like, Oh God, yeah, you got me. Trish knows more than I do about it, so we'll
Yeah, she's the one
okay.
that deals with the more with the charity groups and everything like that. With everything I got going on, I'm just like I'm so for it. Any charity group that we could help out or anything like that, yes, we own it. But she controls all of that.
Okay, yeah, no, I was just remembering about because you were telling us the story about how you like gave them like 50 tickets or something. This was like the last year's show, and they were so appreciative, and they made it like a bronze statue of you. And
Yeah, they gave us an award, and I was a little shocked with it because they've been trying to give us an award at one of their events, and I was just like, we're not doing it for recognition. We're doing it out of the heart. Kids come and we wrap up gifts and everything for them, and I have my kids give it to them. And I said, just do that in the heart. We enjoy it, and anything we could do to help. It's not to have any recognition. She always wanted us to get it, so she actually surprised us. She got with our event manager, Jonathan, and he coordinated that with them. And after the cosplay contest, then he brought it up to the stage and then announced it. And I was like, she got me,
Well, and I know you don't do it for recognition and all that, but I'm going to tell you, we all love what you do. So you may not do it for recognition, but we want to make sure you do get recognized for what you do, because you do take the time to do it for the kids and everything, and not everybody does that. And it's like we want to show somebody who is doing it for the love of the kids and everything,
and not in it for themselves,
like she said. But we want to make sure that other people know about you, and if more people could be like you, then be a better world, actually.
Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I try to do my best. That's basically it.
Ron says, awesome. That's like the James Barry did with the first production of Peter Pan. He gave tickets to a bunch of the orphans for free.
Yes.
He just wanted to take him to Never Neverland. I heard about that.
Oh, that's wrong.
I know it's wrong, but I'm sober tonight. God.
I'm not a drinker, Steve. I have my water.
Well, I knew you might have to be leaving us early and you couldn't drink tonight or anything. So, I just been drinking my soda tonight. It's the one night a week I get caffeine. So,
yeah, my son's coming from practice. Usually we go pick him up. He's with the AAU, and with the school, we got him in a lot of sports and everything. So we just came back from my oldest son's game and my daughter's game, and we had to take him straight to practice. So it was a crazy day today, but I got it covered.
Well, I can't wait to meet up with your older son, because he always tells me what's going on with the basketball. So, and how the season's going and everything. So, yeah, I can't wait to get this year's update.
Yeah, well, he'll probably give you a link because the school's doing the live Facebook now and everything. So he's got a link that he's giving out. Hey, let me play basketball. I said, well, I hope you give that link out when you have a bad game, son.
Well, I can't imagine how much your kids have grown. We've watched them with the convention since they were little.
Oh yeah.
And now your older one's like almost taller than me. It's like
I'm looking up to him. I'm like, but still,
you are kind of short,
But he's my son. He's supposed to stay my height. You're supposed to be there.
I get it.
Look at my daughter, Louie. I mean, we have to look up to her, and we've been having to look up.
Tall. You guys are tall, so you're supposed to,
I'm the shortest one in the family.
Yeah, wow. Like Trish says, she's the shortest one in the family.
Wow,
that's a problem.
And when I started having to look up to my daughter when she was 12 years old, we got a problem.
She's half Amazonian.
Yeah, the wrong half, but. So, now, What was there anything with the show this year that you wanted to do that you couldn't, or you could do that you didn't know you wanted to, or anything?
Well, it started off as a tabletop show. We were going to go into the meeting rooms, and we were just going to do just a small tabletop show, and it sold out so quick, and I had so many emails and wait in with guests with cars and everything. I'm sorry, this is just not the type of show this year because I'm not going into the big hall, and I did want to bring them in, and with all the emails and everything, I decided I says, let me just go into the big hall, and I actually got to bring in 3 cars as coming in for the show. Anything else that I wanted to do? No, basically it's a 1-day show, so I think I'm doing a lot. You guys will see, everybody will see when they come on Saturday, December 12th. But as the venue stopping me from doing something that I wanted to do, we've been good with that.
That's good. At least the venue is working with you and letting you do it, and that's a good thing.
Yes, they work with me. They're awesome. Really work with me.
Now we don't have any like religious stuff going on in the same time period this time, right?
No, actually, we'll be the only event going on Saturday, December 12th. So just be us.
So no parking confusions.
No parking confusion.
No nothing. So it's just all Affinity fans and guests and vendors, everybody. Affinity family.
Now, see, I liked what you did last year when you had cosplayers go out there with the other people and start directing traffic. That was funny.
Yeah, we had to do that because they wasn't helping us, and it was just like, you know what? Let's bring cosplayers out there and start directing them.
So
it worked.
It worked, and it was fun. I like watching the people's reactions because a lot of them just laughed, and that we're part of the other group. We're just laughing, and I think you actually brought a few of them in because of the cosplayers.
Yes. Yes.
Now, now, of course, your convention, you do advocate cosplaying. Tell them to come on in and everything.
Yes.
He's pro cosplayer.
He's pro cosplay. Yes.
Pro cos.
What are the prizes this year?
Now, okay. Speaking of that, going to the cosplay contest. What's the prizes for the cosplay contest this time around?
A mystery box for adults and children. Mystery box worth over $150 worth of merchandise and worth over $100 of children. So basically, you win, you get a mystery box. And it's just not the box. The box is actually part of the prize. It's a chest.
Oh, I've had one of your mystery boxes. I know your box actually means something. You don't throw your boxes away.
No, they'll be really happy with it. So that's what we're doing. Usually I do Infinity bucks, Infinity money, but this year I just wanted to do something different and just make it mystery.
That sounds fun.
That's fun. See, now he said mystery, and I said I was going to stay out of the cosplay contest, but he said mystery box.
I know, he's making it harder and harder.
He's making it harder and harder for me to stay out of the, I got to dust off the rifle again.
Well,
now, okay,
yeah.
Ron says, YouTube commercial idea for you, Louie. You wear the Infinity Gauntlet at a con table. Music from the Godfather. The Godfather is playing in the background. A congoer puts on a COVID-19 mask and kisses the glove at the table. Tagline: you can't have the power, but you can get close to it. Infinity Toy and Comic Con.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a good
interesting.
one.
Yeah.
Look at that. And I know who has a camera that can record all that
I wonder who that is.
and go straight to YouTube with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
plan.
For that person too.
And then he's like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And if everybody knows movies, they know that comes from Seven.
Is it 7?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt. What's in the box? Come on, tell what's in the box. That's one of my favorite lines.
Yeah.
I like watching my little things jingle jangle.
Well, the boss lady have arrived.
Ooh.
So, you could ask her a few questions. So
Come sit on my lap.
Okay. Come on, Shotty.
Shoddy?
Shotty.
Did you just call her Shoddy?
Yeah.
It's not Louie and Sophie. I haven't told her that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, Louie likes that position because he's actually taller now.
But he still almost fits in the camera.
I know. So let's see. Hold on. Ron puts over there, but this is a more positive thing, though. Of course, yeah. We don't want any heads in the boxes, Louie. We don't. Now we were asking Louie about a couple things, and he says it's more your department about a couple of the kid charities that you guys kind of represent and work with.
Sorry. What they give to the world?
Give kids the world?
Is that what you guys do? The kids the world?
Yes.
That's a great charity.
And the other charity on here is for the gosh, Voices of Silence.
Look at here's the thing. She's been pushing him to be on the show. Oh, it's easy, and she gets on
and now
here. And
she's stoked.
Yeah.
Voices of Silence. I'm sorry.
He put you on the spot.
He sure did. No preparation.
She's giving him the "I'm gonna talk to you later"
I know.
Saturday.
I'm looking at that look. It's like, Louie, you just screwed up.
I know that look. I give that to Steve every day.
You see that look, Louie? That's what she gave. That's what she gave me at the restaurant that day. That was the same look.
Oh.
I got you later.
So now I'm on.
Well, okay, so there. Well, we cut Louie out. We just got the best part, his arm. So how you doing? Well,
I'm good, thank you. How about you guys?
We doing great. Especially since we got you guys on. You know, I've been trying for a couple years to get him on the show.
Yes.
So between me and you this time, I think we finally had to push him to. He was just doing it.
No more excuses.
We made it happen.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put you on the spot because I've been grilling him for the last hour.
Under pressure.
So we know Louie's the whole face of the show. What is your role to show? We know you're the boss lady and nothing gets done without your okay. But what's really your role to show?
Well, in the show, I handle the registration. I work with the vet techs. I'm there for spousal support.
Well, you're the only one we can ever
Customer
find.
service support all around.
I know we see you running around everywhere, wrangling this child, this family member, that person.
Dealing with people at the front gate.
Yes. Registration. Yeah. I deal with the vets. The vets that come in to give them their tickets.
So see that's another charity you guys work with.
Yes.
The vet tickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's great. From the young to the old.
Yep.
Yes.
And let's see. Ron says, great to see a con doing charity work. All of us in the creative community and even coordinators can help in numerous ways. Yes, we can. And what, like we told Louie while you were out, we love what you guys do, and you guys, we know you guys don't do it for recognition, but we want to make sure people know what you guys do, so as an inspiration to other people.
Thank you. We do it, we're glad to do it, and we want to give back to our community, and we want to see everyone have a great time. Come out and have fun.
And see, Tom's getting jealous over here. Tom's over here. VetTix is a great organization. We work with all of them at our shows. Yes, Tom, we know you're the godfather. You do everything.
You're so awful.
It's okay because see, here it is, Tom. What you don't understand is Louie's texting me over here to say these things. Especially to you.
That's the last time he's going on anybody's show. You ruined it for everybody.
No, it's one of those. I'm so Louie, you're doing great tonight. I know you were nervous about this, but you're doing great tonight. I mean, you look like a natural doing this. So that means I get to have you on the show a lot more often.
That's right. He's a pro. He's natural with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, he had to be on the show because he was getting to the point where he was going to have to be on somebody's show. And if we would have found him on somebody else's show, it would have been ugly.
Yeah, yeah. He has to give you guys some love first.
Well, he already got. Did he tell you I yelled at him? Because I heard about the show from somebody else and not him.
Is that so?
Yes.
Thank you, Sophie.
I'll spank him. Don't worry. He'll be in trouble for that one.
Now we go back to the shoddy thing. and Tom says, blah, 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 Steve. Hi, Soph.
Hello.
Well, what I want to say is I want to defend some.
And Ron says, thanks for the support of the vets. So,
anytime,
Appreciate everything they've done for us. Yes.
Very appreciative. Send us emails and all of that.
They're very grateful.
Tom knows, but like I said, I got in Tom's defense when I got into the show. He gave me great advice and everything, and one of them was VetTix. And it just fit in because my wife and I, we support and give back to the charities, and it was one of them that Tom had mentioned, and we definitely looked them up and got involved with them. And so I got to say that Tom was one of them that gave me that advice about VetTix, and also Eddie Grogoski. Eddie Grogoski gave me great advice, and he's a great supporter for Infinity. Very big with VFW, and we support them as well. So give thumbs ups to Eddie Grogoski as well.
Oh yeah, no, and I know Tom knows that I give him a hard time, just like I give everybody a hard time. Tom will give everybody the shirt off his back to help them with their conventions. Because he doesn't look at anybody as competition. He just looks at you as family. You're just expanding the family. So he wants to make sure he doesn't want to see anybody fail.
No, absolutely. He gives great advice. He's not one to keep anything in. He tries to be great supporter than he is.
Oh yeah. And that's why we all have nicknamed him the Con Father, not because he does all the cons, because he does help everybody with their conventions, and as long as they listen to him, he'll keep on giving advice.
Yes.
And back to Eddie. Eddie is a great guy too. We love Eddie.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. He's a great supporter with Infinity. Bought the show off of Eddie, and never left me on my own. He always gave me great advice. He always volunteered his help, always checking up on me and anything that he could do to help out, everything. I mean, I really appreciate Eddie.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't Infinity our first?
Infinity was one of our first shows, that we ever did.
Wow.
That's why it's so close to.
Yeah, that's why it's close. I know it was Eddie's show at the time. Our first one was with Eddie's show, but it was one of the first conventions we ever actually did the whole OCD thing at. So that's why Infinity has always been close to us. And then when you guys took it and you guys took it to the next level, I can't wait to see where it ends up. I see it. I in my head, and I know that I'm biased and everything, but I see it in a few years rivaling MegaCon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God willing, I mean, we working hard, and we just letting it ride. We letting it coast. It's cruise control. We nurturing the show, and basically, what we're doing is we're having fun. We're making sure it's affordable and it stays affordable. And what you see now is what you're always gonna see. Nothing is gonna change, no matter how big the show gets or how small the show gets. It doesn't matter. We are who we are, and we're not going to change. So we strive for the best, and that's what we're going to keep going. And our main goal is to keep it affordable. That's our main goal, no matter how big the show goes.
Oh, come on! You're not going to charge me $100 for a day and everything?
No $100 for the day.
Oh,
I might charge you parking, but I might.
Just you, Steve. Nobody else.
Oh yeah, I get the local discount of I get $20 for parking.
Right.
No, and like I said, because when I talk about your guys' show a lot around with other people. You know, we're at all the other conventions and we're around other people. Even at work and at the stores and stuff like that. And we always talk that yours is always one of the must go shows because it is affordable, it's fun, and you can see you still have fun doing it.
Yes, we do. Sometimes my wife will tell me relax, relax, but it gets me excited, and I just try to come up with different ideas and what could entertain the attendees and what we could bring different to the show every year. Making sure I go check around all the vendors throughout the show, the guests, and make sure everybody's all right. And if they need anything, basically just giving them everyone the customer service, and as you see on social media, we don't only advertise our guests, we give props to everyone, exhibitors, everything, everyone.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, with everybody that you had on your Facebook page, I could not fit everybody in the title sequence because it would have just been way too long. I mean, usually I don't go over a minute, and you saw this time I went about 18 seconds over a minute because there was a couple more people I wanted to add into that.
Right. One guy I'm looking forward to is Ryan Kincaid. I met him one show in it was Chicago. I think it was Chicago like 2 years ago, and I gotta say his work is good and he's awesome, great guy. I met him and his wife, and I invited them to Infinity, and they couldn't come because they was already the schedule was booked already, and so as one guy I reached out to try to make it to the show. So I'm grateful that he's taking the time, especially in today's world, to come out for the 1 day event. And I'm gonna start collecting artists' work and everything. And I'm gonna be starting with him actually, and go down the line and ask everyone what they doing, what they have, and try to bring it on home and start collecting. That way I can have my memories.
So Sophie, be prepared to be broke.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know.
Okay, Roland says if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Am I right? Yes, you are.
Absolutely. If it wasn't fun, I would not be doing it. I'll throw in the towel. That's it.
And then Tom says, carpet, curtains, big show feel at a price that vendors and attendees can afford, which is good. Yeah, because I know I've heard a lot of the vendors and stuff are happy with the prices they pay for the tables at your show. That you're one of the more reasonable. We don't know because we don't ever get tables. I'm not taking that bad. Don't take that bad. Because we don't like to take a table, but so I don't really ever know the prices of the tables, but I hear you're very reasonable on the prices.
Yes, and we want to keep it that way. We want to definitely keep it that way, and it's all about finding the venue and making it affordable. And if the venue could be a helping hand with that, then that's gonna keep me going. And if that changes, then sadly it might sound, but then I might have to look for another venue because that's what I want to do. I want to keep it affordable for everyone, from vendors to the attendees.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. I can actually be on there because I want to watch my stuff go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I keep making Trish shake her head because I'm wiggling. I like this hat.
And you wonder why I stay off camera.
I got a different drink coming to this show. To December 12th. Different color. Want to see what people think and their feedback on it.
Ooh, I get to take pictures of his drapes.
Yes.
Is the carpet going to match the drapes?
Oh, geez.
Let's see how long it takes him before he realizes what I just said.
Match the drink.
I thought I'd get at least a bigger laugh. I mean, I got Trish over here who's going red-faced that I asked that.
This is how he is all the time.
Yep, this is how I am all the time. And if I didn't do it, it wouldn't be me and it'd be a fake show.
That's it. That's right. Gotta be you.
Now, besides Kincaid, was there anybody else that kind of surprised you that said, yes, I'd come to the show?
Steve reached out and said he would love to come back to the show last year. So that was a surprise that he reached out and said yes. And basically the guys that reached out. Lance Footer also reached out to me because I figured Lance Footer was in North Carolina and it was a one-day show. I didn't think, he would want, but he's coming out that weekend and he said he would love to, get a table and it's my honor to have him. So there was that. And also my locals, they always welcome. I don't have to invite them, and I told them that. And once they hear that I'm having a show, tell me you're available, and you're in. Which is Rolling Man, John Crowder, and all my rest of the locals that wants to come, that's been supporting me from day one. They are allowed. I will have a space. I will have a spot for them.
And see, and this is another moment I'm going to tell you, because I've had so many moments at the Infinity Toy and Comic Con, but one of the greatest ones I had was last year, where I got to meet Rocky, and I mean actually meet Rocky, talk with him, joke with him. I mean, if it wasn't for your show, yeah, I would see him with John at some other shows, but at your show, I actually got to intermix with him, and that's one of the greatest memories I'm going to have. Especially, now that he's not with us anymore. So,
yeah, rest in peace. He was an awesome guy. Awesome guy. He was hilarious. He was a character. He was funny too, man.
He was like a huge child. I mean, and just to get to know him on that level, it was so great because there was one person he didn't want to walk by. And I'm like, don't worry, I got it. I'll run interference for you. So he could go walk, because every time you walk by this one guy, this guy was like on him, like bread. And like, So it's like, I got you, man. I'll intervene because he just wanted to go to the bathroom. And this guy was down the hallway. And, but he was a great guy. I mean, he looked intimidating, but like I said, he's just like a kid, just happy to be there with the people. And like I said, if it wasn't for your show, I would have never got that opportunity to know him on that level.
Definitely glad we had the opportunity to have him.
We got this is going back to my carpet drapes comment. Rolling on the floor laughing. Roland says, "Oh, you didn't." Yes, I did, Roland. You know me by now. And then Ron's like, "Mardi Gras Claus is being a naughty bad Santa." And then I don't know what I'm not up with all that.
Well, that's a heart.
Was that a heart?
Because he's talking nice about Roland.
Oh, he was. Oh, okay. Because he was talking. Somebody was talking nice about Roland. Oh man, we can't have that on my show. And then Ron's like, "Shop local, support local." Cool.
Absolutely. And I all the local stores.
Oh man, look at, we got the exclusive person, and he must have only came on here because of you, Louie. We got Daryl, who's like saying, "Lou."
Hey Daryl, how you doing?
Little insight on that. He's probably watching you from bed.
Yeah, you might want to watch what you say with him because he's in bed watching you. And Roland says, "People not named Steve like me." And Daryl says, "Lou rocks." No, he kind of goes, he swivels side to side. He's not rocking tonight. He's swiveling. And now Sophie's swiveling.
Yeah, I got that.
So see, I'm going to say, Louie, if you see everybody in the comments tonight, that shows you how much you're loved. Because all these people are coming on. Some of these people I see all the time on here. Some of these people I've only seen because you're on here.
Oh, I appreciate that. I really do.
And you got Daryl saying, yes, I am. He's in bed. Well, he's a hard worker, so we give him some slack.
Yeah, he plays with toys all day long.
I know. He has the dream job.
That's hard. Yeah.
Hard to do.
Whatever.
Put a Lego together. That's hard.
I got some Legos over here I need to put together. No, but see, with the Marvelous Merchandise stuff, you got some great stuff to play with if you ever wanted. I see. I could picture you with some of those statues sitting there like fighting each other with the statues and stuff.
Taking selfies with Iron Man.
Oh yeah. Oh.
My best friend. Look who came to see me.
Daryl says it is a hard life. Yeah. Well, that's why we banished him up north. That's why he has to stay in Perry.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to be down here with the cool people. So, and then Daryl's like, "The neat thing is my job sends me free toys."
I'm done talking to you.
They send him free toys, and then he charges me twice as much for them. And then Tom says, "Louie, what do you find is the hardest thing to do when getting a show set up and ready?" Answering these kind of questions, Tom.
That question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he should know.
He should. I mean, come on, Tom.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for a couple more years than Louie, so you know what's hard about setting it up.
It's really hard to please everyone. You can't. That's number one. You just can't please everyone.
But you still just want to try.
Yeah. We try our best. Going to the stores, it's it's a job itself because you're just driving around. You got to show your face. You got to show them that you're willing to support them. They support you. Handing out the flyers, getting the guests, reaching out to the guests is hard. You're dealing with some different characters and but basically, that's one of the hardest things I find is going out, getting gas, and have to advertise and driving all around to hand out flyers and everything like that.
So the networking part's really difficult.
It can get difficult. It can get difficult. Definitely.
Now, what do you do? And this is a personal one, and I don't want to get into it if you don't want to get into it. But what do you do if you got somebody like you say pack in is at this time, and you get somebody who arrives early and wants to pack in earlier? How do you handle like somebody like that, or have you had to handle anybody like that?
It depends on the size of their booth, which they might come in with a little concern that they might not have enough time. And if I could support that, I will. I try not to open up those cans once because I don't want everyone coming in because it's just going to get in the way of me setting up the venue and getting it ready for them and marking the floor and everything like that. But if you don't got a bigger size booth, I've been doing this for a long time for my personal life. I'm in the trade show business. So with the size booth that you're going to have, I more or less know how much time it should take you to set up. So if you come with 1 or 2 booths, then I'm pretty sure the time that I'm giving you, you're going to have enough time. Now, it's happened once and I allowed it. They had a reasonable excuse. So other than that, my time is my time for setup, and is a blast email out to all the vendors, and that's the time. You have to make it within that time.
No, and I know from the one time we were there. I don't know if it's a normal thing, but you even like had it set up where people could go in the night before. Is that a normal thing, or?
I always try to make that possible. I always, get the venue available for the vendors to come in the day before of the event and give them at least 8 hours of setup time. And if they can't make it, then they only gonna have like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in the morning of the show. So it just depends on your setup. If you can set it up in an hour and a half, then you can come the day of the show. But if not, the day before
the time
you can come in and set up, you'll have 8 hours to do it. For December 12th show, it'll be vendor setup will be December 11th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, that's cool. I'm working that. Oh wait, December 11th. I'm not working that day. I can just go over and bug everybody.
Well, you told me you was gonna come and help me.
Oh yeah. So somebody has to rag on everybody. It might as well be me,
Right?
Okay, let's go back. We got a lot of comments. We got Ron asking Louie and Sophie, who was your best guest and who was your worst? I'm going to say that's sometimes a hard question to answer because you never want to say who the worst is out in public.
Well,
Yes.
I wouldn't have a problem to say who was the worst if there was the worst, because if there was the worst, then you gave me an issue, a problem, and apparently then you gave me a hard time, and I will expose you in that sense because it's horrible. It's a horrible time, but.
And you probably already know you were horrible.
Yeah. But I got to say, I really enjoy all the guests. I really do. It's not one that I had a hard time with, and it's not because I'm a straight up guy. I'm going to tell you, if I had a hard time with one guy, I'm going to mention it. I had a hard time with this guy. But so far, let's knock it on wood. been great. The hardest thing is just to reach them and to have them commit to the show. That's the hard time and that I have. But once they commit and they come to the show, it's been great all the time.
We do our best to make them comfortable as well so that, you know, they can feel good about being there with us. And we try to make their time a great time. So I think that on both sides, it's been great. I mean, I think they enjoy working with us and we've enjoyed working with all of them.
So I'm going to go back to the first part of his thing. So who would you the happiest with? And this goes to each one of you individually, because each one might have a different guest that you liked better than the other. Which one did you love the most at your show so far?
I think I know Sophie.
For me, it's been Nasty.
Been Nasty?
Yeah.
Well, Nasty is a very good friend of mine and the family. You know, we've met him at a show, and from there we've gotten close, and we shared our phone numbers, and we check up on each other every now and then and everything like that. But that question that you ask, I'm gonna pinpoint one person. I'm gonna say you might have to remember the name, which is the smallest woman.
I knew it.
She was thinking it and I was thinking it, but it's like, okay, I want to see if we're right.
That was my I was very entertained with her. Very she's very sweet. Funny because I gave her a small Spider-Man plushie chair, right, like a comfort chair, and she fit in it so perfect that she loved it. I mean, it was like the biggest thing to her that we saw her in a video, and if you look it up, she still has that chair, and that's her chair. That's her personal chair that she sits on.
Oh, that's awesome. And she was the nicest person too. I mean, I know I say that about a lot of people, but she really was. I mean,
she was super sweet.
Yeah.
Yes, she was super sweet. She liked my son, but she was too older for my son.
She's too old?
Yeah, she's too old for my son. I had another driver to take her somewhere. She was like, no.
She wanted
Elias. She wanted Elias to take her.
Hey, well, that's good. I mean, at least she felt comfortable, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to keep going down the comments here real quick. We got Jason Ramos. Glad you're doing the con. Can't wait till the 12th. Pork chop in the house.
How you doing?
And then Daryl's like, I think I gave you something free last weekend. Wait, that was for my friend Trish. Yep, I had to pay, and she got for free. I saw that. We didn't talk to each other the rest of the day. And then is because I was giving Tom a hard time. Tom, learning every day something new, which we understand, Tom. I just like giving you guys heck. If I didn't think you guys couldn't take it, I wouldn't dish it. And whoa, I saw Trish, and that was when she was eating her pickle. I had to put her on blast because she snuck over to the fridge and got a pickle. Now my area smells pickles. My area smells like pickles. And Ron says in the Joker voice, I guess we know where Joker gets those wonderful toys. And sadly, the free toys are for younger kids and not comic book themed. Lou has seen me at work at the Surf Expo. Hey, I am a younger kid, just in a bigger body. Come on. You should see me play with my toys here. There, he said, all dressed up. And that's great. That's very positive. Somewhere down the line, something very positive. I don't know what time that one came in.
Roland, he loves everybody.
Oh, Roland says the happiest person was him. And Tom says, smallest woman was great guest. She was a very nice person. And some of the best people I have met have been little people. Oh, okay. Now we're caught up on here. Now we can go back to, I can't remember what we're going
Hey,
back
I
to.
gotta say something. I felt great standing next to her.
Somebody actually had to look up to you. Hey, it works because that's why I don't hire anybody taller than me at work. That way, yeah, I feel good now. True. I was gonna ask a question. I kind of totally forgot because with all the comments on here.
Roland's always absolutely the happiest. Every time I see Roland, at every show, always has a smile and greets me beautiful.
Oh.
I met his beautiful wife, everything. I mean, great. So happiest.
Oh yeah, Roland. And like I said, I give Roland a lot of heck, but he is the happiest man I've ever met. I've never seen him upset.
Never.
I've seen him perplexed, but never upset. I think it'll actually snow here in Florida if we ever see him upset.
Well, then, Roland, what can I do to get you upset?
Louie wants snow.
Snow.
But yeah, no, Roland is I think in the comic industry and everything, he is like, you guys are a positive influence in the convention scene. I think Roland is one of the biggest positivities in the comic scene. Independent. Well, no, I'm going to say the whole comic scene. I mean, because a lot of those people that work for the main corporations aren't always happy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it to Roland. I may give him a lot of guff and everything when he's on the show, but he is one of the people I admire most that I do interview. And then Ron says, Louie, you would have loved the Oz festivals when the Munchkin actors were still with us. And then Roland's like, LOL, I want to see snow here too. And then a whole bunch of hearts going across because I actually said something nice about Roland. Don says it's bedtime, so good night, John Boy, Tom, Trish, Lou. Well, everyone except Steve. That's okay. Angelo says hi. And Roland is still going on with the loves. Take it while you can get it, Roland, because this is your 2-week warning. You're back up in 2 weeks, so you better start getting your spotlight guest. And good night, Daryl. Good night, Moon. Good night, Closet. Oh.
Good night, Daryl.
Now, okay, I know one of my questions because you've seen all the cosplay contests, of course, and all that. What was some of the best cosplays that you've seen at your shows?
So many great ones. I mean, it's such a hard decision that I never want to be the judge. I mean, really and truly, I just, it's so much work and effort these cosplayers put into their costumes. It's like when it's time to judge, they look at me. I'm like, well, you're the judge. I'm just here to just override if you guys do something ridiculously, which thank God it never happened. But I've seen them all, Steve. I've seen them all. I mean, really and truly. It was even one guy with a wheelchair. He just popped up on me, and he's against Leo's friend. He comes last year with like an Iron Man, and it's how you the
mermaid. Is it the mermaid? The mermaid, the Iron Mermaid.
Yeah, the Iron Mermaid. Yeah. And it just shocked when I was talking with him, and he just popped right up. It just shocked me, like, wow. It was like I didn't expect that. So, but everyone puts great effort into their costumes. So I appreciate the effort, and I wish I just could give everyone a gift because they deserve it, you know. And apparently, I just can't. It's just too many.
And you see, it's because, like I said, there for a long time, we were the ones judging all the things. Louie always asked us to judge because he wanted them to be mad at us and not him.
Yep.
And,
I see how it goes.
yeah, and I say I'm not the judge.
Okay, so we're gonna go over here real quick. Tom says, "Oh snap!" and I think that was about the comment that I said to Daryl.
Yes.
And then Roland says, "Working on it," and Daryl's like, "You are so wrong." I know how to get to you, Daryl. Don't worry. And he's like, "I will be dreaming of Pixel Pals all night." Hey, you know what, Daryl? I don't know if you saw it, but look, that was the lucky winner of the Pixel Pal you put in for the giveaway. So that is awesome.
She'll be running through your dreams all night.
Yep, she'll be going. That's Chun-Li. So whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, I know. I did that. I went there. And then Ron says, "Louie and Sophie, it was a pleasure. I have to run as well. Have a great night."
Good night, Ron.
Okay. See, now, Louie, has this been a bad night?
No, it has not.
Now I put you on the spot. Okay, now you got it. I mean,
it has not. It's been, and I gotta say, I like I said, I gotta work on it and everything. I just don't like the recognition. I don't like to be on camera and not like that. I just put me to work. I'll go to work and I'll make things happen. But for interviews and everything, I'm just not used to it. Not comfortable with it yet.
yeah, but you'll get there. And I'm gonna say, because I'm tooting my own horn here, because I got to do that at least once during an episode. Is as you see, I'm not a normal person. We're just sitting and we're BSing, and you see we've got off track how many times? So it's like my show is easy. It's just like when we're talking on the phone,
Right.
If you answer the phone, and we got Daryl. Don says if we mention Pixel Pals one more time, she is hitting the unsubscribe button. Not sure what that means for me. She's unsubscribing from you, and you're going to be on the couch tonight. That's what she's saying.
Because Dawn loves us.
And Roland says, "Oh, Steve, I picked up the Coliseum of Comics Cat and Mouse #3 for you. We'll bring it on December 12th. Thank you, Roland. I was glad you're able to pick that up because we were in Louisiana. I mean, why he was doing the signing at Coliseum last weekend.
Oh, wow.
So I remember one of my other questions. Going back to Marvelous merchandise, I know it's about the show, but I also like showing off about Marvelous merchandise. What is the farthest you've traveled to a con with them as Marvelous merchandise?
Well, we've gone to Texas, we've gone to Chicago, all East Coast, some Midwest. This year we was actually going to LA, but it's canceled. So I'm still got my deposit waiting. Still have my
LA
deposit
for hold on. LA for what?
for Comic-Con.
Oh, so you need somebody to work for you,
Well,
right?
he's going to LA, not San Diego.
Well,
she,
San Diego is in the radar. I have a rep there, and maybe not 2021 because if they have the show, they gotta most likely have it booked already from 2020. But 2022, it's definitely under the radar. We also have deposits for Utah, so we'll be going to Utah. Thinking
Okay,
about
I'm hiding the suitcase for Utah.
Well, we can hide in the truck to Utah. We'll just jump out in Colorado.
Okay.
So we try to do like 30 shows a year, and it's tough. It's tough. It's not easy.
Okay, so now I'm going to put you on the spot, Louie. and Sophie. I'm going to ask both of you because Sophie, you go on to these shows too when you get a chance to. Besides Infinity and besides one of Tom's shows, favorite show to attend? Either or. I'll give you that choice. Either or.
It's going to be as funny as it's going to sound. It's going to be my local MegaCon.
Really?
Yeah.
That one surprises me.
Yeah.
It really does. But that's cool, you know.
It would, because it's local. I have a lot of fun in there. I advertise for Infinity. Business as well in there. I have special privileges in there. It's no hotel. I mean, everything like that. So I have to say in that sense. Now, as of just a fun show, we really don't walk around no shows. I gotta say, when we get to the booth, it's all business and advertising, so we're just having fun with everyone that comes to our booth. I gotta say, I've never walked the show unless I'm going to the restroom, and I'll take whatever minute I got to look around. Other than that, it's before the show opens. Go walking around, look around, see what I can find, and other than that is we stuck in our booth. And then when we get out, it's go grab something to eat, and we trying to go to the hotel and freshen up and go to bed.
Or if you're in Chi-Town, you gotta go get a chocolate cake shake, right?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Someone introduced me to that, and that's a must every time we go to Chi-Town.
Now, Sophie, what's one of your favorite ones?
I would say C2E2.
Okay, see,
I love C2E2.
we love C2E2, working and as a guest, because we worked the first couple of days and we kind of try to get that third day to be us, you know, as you guys know because you've seen us there. So
yeah, it's so relieving when I see you guys there. I feel so happy. I feel so close to home.
Doesn't it? It makes it more comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
and see. Business-wise, I like C2E2 because they recognize us as press. That's why I can't say so much for our local homegrown store, show.
Right. And I was a little upset when they did that with you guys as well here, and it was just like it's unreal. And a lot of people, don't, they have their feelings with MegaCon, but I just had to just bring that up as a business and fun because it's just local. I'm seeing all my local friends, family, everybody is just, so when you travel and you just seeing your local vendors, or if you know any vendors, to make you feel like you're at home. And being on the road for days, when you get there, it's just like you're so exhausted. And that's why I told her she had so much fun in C2E2. I said, because you just came off a plane.
Yeah, the easy way.
It's so much nicer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would have fun too.
Fly back out home.
Well, no, going back to MegaCon. I used to like MegaCon, and I'm gonna say the whole business thing is what's kind of soured me. I could understand like our first couple of years, but by our fifth year, and we're getting recognition everywhere. We got a big fan base, and still to say we're not press, it's like, come on. I see some of the people you're letting in that don't even have the fan base we do, and. So it did. You saw me that year. I was sour, and when you get that denial letter every year, and it's like, really, come on, and especially when the guy who runs all the comic guests and everything is asking your daughter who volunteers there, hey, are your parents coming this year? Are they coming? And it's like, how do you tell that man nah because they denied him again? And this is the guy who brings in all the comic guests. He's one of the head honchos, and he knows us, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
almost everybody on that crew knows us.
Yeah, everybody on the comic side of the crew knows us.
And that's why it's so surprising. You want a local press family to, represent you guys too, because you guys live out here, and you would even go harder. If you go harder anywhere else, you're gonna go harder for your hometown.
Oh yeah.
So why would they do that? It's just me. I told you it was shocking to me, and it upset me with it. But
Oh, yeah. Hey, but you know what? That I give it to C2E2 and Reed Pop. I mean, they accept us from out of town as the press and let us come in and do our thing for 3 years now. For 3 years we've done it, so it's like we'll stick with them,
You gotta go where the love is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Being supportive, you gotta support right back. And C2E2 is a great show. It's really a great show, but I just never walked the show. I mean, I just always been at the booth.
Oh yeah, I totally understand, because it's busy every time, because you guys were always nice enough to let us drop some stuff off, so I didn't have to carry all my gear with me the whole time. It's like, and you guys were constantly busy, up to even when they were getting ready to kick everybody out. It's like, get out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing for that. We're thankful for that. We're thankful for that. And and we treat all our customers the same, any state we go to. And it's a great following, and I have them, following me. They order online, Marvelous merchandise online. They order, they keep us alive.
And that's good. I mean, because as long as you're good to your customers, but that goes into even back to the Infinity Comic Con or Infinity Toy and Comic Convention. I can't screw that up because the other one that has the name close to it. You treat your vendors and your guests right, and like you said, you have people wanting to come back to your show, asking you to come back to your show as a guest.
Yes. And I gotta say the vendors as well. Vendors want to come back, and vendors, I got repeated vendors always applying and always contacting me if I'm gonna have a show and if I have more space, and I thank them for that because they're great supporters, and especially all my local comic book shops, Living Dead Comics. Great supporters, Trouble Little Sisters, Window Comics. I mean, I just can't keep naming all of them. All the local comic book shops all around. Tom hands out a lot of the flyers, goes around. It helps me out because I don't have to go to that side of the town because it takes a lot. It's a lot of driving, a lot of time consuming, and he's a great supporter with that. And he hits comic book shops. So
we appreciate for that.
Yes. Speaking of which, Louie, I'm in a Popka now, so I need flyers.
Yeah.
So I get to you tomorrow because the flyers that I have left is to surround all this area. Starting Monday, I have a team going out, and we got probably like 15,000 flyers that's gonna go out. So for that 1 week left before the show, we want to hand out. We're going to, stores, the plazas, anywhere that they see a crowded place, go hand out. We're just gonna hand out this whole week coming up, all around this area, everywhere.
So one last push.
Yes, that one last push.
Well, see, if your kids got basketball games, you just sit outside. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. at the basketball games.
Right, right. And we hand out we give some costs to the organizations, like the AAU and everything like that. We give them some
LCA.
LCA and everything. We have a whole list of people we give. And like I said, it's just nurturing the show and just showing, come out, have a good time. Just
people in AA and triple A and a whole bunch of A's. Okay.
No problem. Come on down,
Okay, so we're getting close to the 10 o'clock, so let's push you one more time. Give the little rundown of Infinity, where they're going to be, prices, and all that real quick again for everybody.
Well, it's going to be December 12th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Admission is $15. Kids 12 and under is free. Osceola Heritage Park. We're gonna have over 15 guests. We're gonna have over 50 vendors. It'll be a scavenger hunt. We'll be having cosplay contests with mystery prizes. Supernatural actually texted me and how can I say it? He actually is going to be a supporter with the gifts. He's actually going to give me some gifts to add to the mystery, which I don't know what it is. I'll know at the show. So that's a plus for the cosplayers. He's also doing photoshops. He's giving away 2 photo ops free to the cosplayers. We have Santa Claus.
And that's the Savory Impala, right?
Yes.
From Supernatural.
Yes. Yes. And we're gonna have Santa Claus giving out gifts while supplies last to the kids. You can take photo ops with him. You can take photos with your own device. We're gonna have Pikachu with her buggy all dressed up. She's gonna be as Mrs. Claus.
Pikachu is gonna be Mrs. Claus. Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. We're also gonna have a replica of Hot Wheel car with Barry Hardy there. Live music, the jazz that we always usually have. We're gonna have awesome vendors, awesome comic book vendors. You want
kind of like Mr. Tom Rupp?
Yeah, you want Silver Age, Bronze, Modern. We're gonna have it in the building. It's gonna be great merchandise from all these vendors, pops, collectibles, toys, statues. I mean, it's gonna be in the building.
Some of the most awesome statues will be over in the Marvelous Merchandise area.
Oh yeah, Marvelous Merchandise area. We'll have some great merchandise as well. Great Christmas gifts. We have artists that's gonna be there with their prints, with their drawing. Man, I'm surprised on some of the artwork that these guys had submitted to us. It's gonna be great. I mean, you come out, $15 entry, kids are free, and I guarantee you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna see great stuff in that room, from toys, pops, comics, great vendors, great guests.
A lot of great guests. Bring your comics out to get signed by a lot of great guests.
Yes. You want a book graded? We have a facilitator there. You want it witness, COA? We have the facilitator there. You want it, if you don't have a presser, we have a presser there. You're gonna get some information. You can get your books pressed in the future with him. Not missing anything. You're gonna come out and meet my great family,
You can meet the family, but not Louie, because he's gonna be hiding behind the curtains.
I'll be all over the place. I'll be everywhere.
But when I come around with the camera, he's gonna be hiding behind the new drapes.
Yep.
Yes. We have again, this is something new we're gonna be doing for this holiday. Again, I want to show it the Santa Claus giveaway bag before the costume contest. Your wristband is actually gonna get you qualified to enter into the drawing. So you have to be present because you have to show your wristband. It matches the number and everything. And just to give just a quick keep, because I'm not gonna put this in the bag, but I'm gonna give you guys a hint what's in the bag, and I'm gonna have this in the bag. So,
Ooh.
so I won't put it because I don't want it to damage or bend. You know how these comic fans are. You can't have it. Can't have nothing. That's in one of the bags. Gonna give you in the other bag. Here, man.
You know, I don't want to be a sponsor anymore. I want a chance to win. So,
and that's a homage from the Baggy and Sam Della Rosa. So if you wanted to remark it, it's by Will Cellini. And the other bag will have the Wolverine.
Ooh.
Black, White, and Blood.
Yes, by Philip Tan.
Got the Virgin cover too.
Correct.
Nice.
And it's get out.
Oh yeah, look at that.
That's cool.
That is pretty.
So that's gonna be in the Santa Claus bag. Everything else will be a mystery. You have to win and see what else is in the bag.
Now I do got one last question for y'all. How do you feel the day after the convention?
Relief and successful, as the show went well. Everybody, we feel happy. Sorry if it wasn't. Like I said, we can't please everyone, but we're home. We ain't going nowhere to the next day after that.
Wait a moment.
Take a breath.
No, but for a lot of people, what they don't realize is you're already thinking about your next show before you even put on this show, right?
Oh, absolutely. When we offload the truck, we offload it, stage it, to get prepped for the next show.
So, you know, and that's what a lot of people don't realize is you guys go through. It's kind of like your show is like Christmas Day, you know, because always the day after Christmas, you're relieved, but kind of like, oh, now I got something, you know, it's over, but now I got to go to the next thing. And I don't think a lot of people realize that for all you guys that put on shows, that's kind of what you go through when the show's done and over. It's like your Christmas Day and then the next day after Christmas.
Definitely.
Okay. It is 10:01. We hit the 10. See, Louie, and you didn't even think you're going to make 1 hour, let alone 2.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to shorten the show, but I was responsible for picking up my son, but I did work it out. So if I was trying to get away with it, I'll be telling you. But you got me here. I'm going to try to do my best not cut your show down from the 2 hours. It actually worked out.
One last comment Tom put on there. It is a roller coaster ride.
Oh.
With the show.
It is a roller coaster ride. Sometimes that roller coaster has a spin. And that's what I don't like.
Okay. I'm gonna go on next week. Of course, we'll be here next Thursday, 8 o'clock. We're gonna have another one of your guests for your show on our show. His first time with the interview. We're gonna have Mr. Cool as Heck be on here. Really awesome local artist. Let's see if I can put it up. I'm gonna put me into the solo real quick, Louie, just so you know. Boom. If you see that Punisher, right? I can't ever do this. Right there.
Right behind him.
Yeah, that Punisher right there. That is Cool as Heck's Punisher right there. That's one of the many pieces of art that he has actually done for us. He's really good. I actually have a comic book cover CGC'd from him. So and I'm going to actually show that on the show because that's one of my favorites. We were actually coming back from a convention one time, and I had to, because he likes to do a lot of mashups with characters. So it was one of those. It's like I came up with this idea in my head, and it's like Cool is the only one I know that could do this mashup. And I called him on that trip at home, and he's like, he fell in love with the idea. Drew it on the comic cover, went and got it graded because he can get his stuff graded, and without letting me know, he got it graded, brought it back to me graded. It was awesome. So he has stories. He is charismatic.
Oh Lord, he has stories.
He knows how to sell. That's one thing. If you see, I kind of see him kind of like a carnival barker. He will bring the people into his table to look at his stuff. It's a wonder.
I like that. That's how everybody needs to be. You know? Because you have them just sitting there, just not interacting.
Oh yeah, and it's a wonder to watch him work at the conventions. Just to sit back and watch him, because he interacts. He will pull people who will be across the aisle. He will get them to pull over and look at his stuff. And not only is he an artist, he has his own couple of his own comics also.
Yep.
So we are going to have him on the show next Thursday at 8 o'clock. Hopefully we'll have Cedric back. He had some other things to do tonight, so he wasn't able to be on the show tonight. But that's okay because we had a great time with Louie and Sophie. Thank you guys for being on. And, I'm going to have you on a couple more times before the next show.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you guys, I'm going to do the outro. Don't run away. We will talk after we stop going live. Tom put on there one last thing. I got to find cool comments. Boom. There we go. Tom said, great job. See you all next Friday.
Next Friday.
Well, I'll see you next Saturday because, unless Louie does let me come in and sneak in with some pictures.
Yeah, definitely. Just for the fans and it's on you. I recommend it, but it's all into the individual. There will be hand sanitizer around, but face mask.
Yep, face masks are required, people. And please don't come in without it and complain about it and everything. You guys know the face masks are required. Come in. Do the right thing by the show and by everybody else. Wear your face mask. Be supportive of the show and of all the vendors and the guests. Don't come in and cause a big scene because you don't want to wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask. Stay home. Watch my live walkthrough. That'll keep you safe if you don't want to wear a mask.
Yes, and it will be pre-screened. They will take temperatures as well.
See, and so make sure I don't sit with the heater on in the car if he's gonna shoot me with the radar gun.
Gotcha. Yeah, just please be respectful. These guys are under a lot of pressure when they run an event during these times. So please be respectful of them and what they have to go through to put the show on.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and I know we're running a little longer, but if you guys want these events to keep continuing, abide by the rules and regulations they're setting forth, because it's not them that really want it. It's the government, of course, but it's also the places that are putting on the show. If you guys want these shows to continue, just go by the guidelines that they're setting forth so these shows can keep continuing. We everybody saw how this year we lost all the shows. I mean,
we want to be supportive to every promoter out there. Don't just bring these shows back.
yeah, we want the shows back because you see all the small businesses that we've lost this year and everything. Well, me and Trish were almost one of those that lost everything. Without a conventions, we have nothing. We are all about the conventions. So we almost went, disappeared. So please, we want the events just as much as everybody else. Just adhere to what they're asking so we can keep having these events. That's all we as OCD, Orlando Collector Deviants, that's what we're asking for everybody.
Yes.
And with that, I got off my soapbox and we can run the end credits. Like I said, guys, stick around after we go live and we can still chit chat for a minute. Okay? Okay, let me go down to the outro.